Hi, good evening again, and welcome to day 12 of my 30-day challenge. And I'm talking mostly about my pep talk approach to public speaking this week and just trying to go through that. I'm also in the process of preparing a workshop that I'm going to start running here in Hull. So if you happen to be in the Hull area, I'll give you a little bit more information about that later on. I'm planning for that for later October. But pep talk, we've been through passion, we've looked at experience, and today I want to look at purpose, the whole area of why are you doing this speech? Why you? Why this speech? Why this audience? So many times, um, as a speaker, I get to have to listen to lots and lots of speeches because often when I'm speaking at a conference, there are lots of other speakers there, and I'm simply part of a program of speakers, and I'm there for the whole day. So I sit and listen through all. So I get a lot of chance to have a look at other speeches and to actually evaluate what's going on. And this is the one big mistake that people make. They don't have a clear overriding message, one simple message that basically is what the speech is all about. And that's what you've got to do. First thing you do when you start to write your speech, you've got to sit down and write down what is the purpose. And that comes in a number of different ways. What's your purpose? And if it's a business speech, for example, I've done some speeches where my primary objective, my primary purpose in delivering that speech was to get people to come and visit my stand, to get people to give me my business card, to get people to go to my website where there's something that they can have. So if you want to do that, you set up some kind of program so that you give them some information within the speech, and then clearly give them a call to action. It says there's an ebook, there's a downloadable fact sheet, there's some support material. Just go to this website and you can get it. And that gets people on. They've got to register. You get their email addresses, and the whole process works without any pressure. You're just saying, here's some information. Here's some help. Come and get some more. Now, you've also then got to think about the audience. What are the audience there for? So I deliver speeches about storytelling or about public speaking. And people want to come away from those speeches having gained something. They want to be better able to write their own stories, to write their business story. And they need to take something away. And very early on in the speech, they need to get that that's what they're going to get out of this speech. And if you're there to sell something, then make that very clear that what you're hoping to do is that people will be interested to come and talk to you about your product. People don't mind if they know up front that you're actually there to promote a product that they might be interested in. And you're going to give them some ideas and show them some ways that they can improve their business, improve their life, or whatever from the speech. You have to give people something if in the speech. Otherwise, if it's just a pure sales pitch, they're going to go. But if at the end of it, you want people to buy your product, make it clear that that's what it's all about. I'm sure you've been on webinars where that's been made clear. You've gone on a webinar, there's a whole process, and they make it fairly clear right at the front, or the good ones do, that at the end of the presentation, they're going to be looking through a workshop program or something that people can invest in that will help them to take the whole process further. So the speech is stage one, and there are more stages. That's very simple, but getting it very clear that that's what you're there to do is important. Now, a lot of the time I'm going somewhere where I'm being paid to speak. So there's no question of me selling something. I'm there to deliver something. But again, so often in a big conference, there are 6, 7, 8 speakers there, maybe even more, maybe lots and lots of breakout sessions. There's no point in me giving people loads and loads and loads of messages to remember because they're not going to do it. I know that. One single message. If I can get one single message across and do it in such a way that it's memorable, that they take it away and they've got it and they've got a clear call to action, then I've achieved a huge objective, because most people walk away and forget everything. They may take some handouts, which they'll stick in a drawer and forget. I need people to walk away with in their head my message clearly. So one of the things I would suggest is if you can make the title of your speech the message, wow, that is even better, because then if they look at the program, it reminds them immediately about what that speech was all about. So think very carefully, what's the title of your speech? Think about the message you want to get across. And then what I suggest you do is very simple: repetition. Repeat that message over and over again. My goal with this sequence of little presentations each evening here is to help you to become better speakers. I want you to become an outstanding speaker and deliver outstanding speeches. And to do that, you need to use passion, experience, purpose, and performance, the 4 key elements. And inside of that, I'm going to be talking about storytelling. So that's it. But that's clear thing, the PEP talk. And I want people to remember PEP means passion, experience, purpose, performance. And I keep repeating that over and over again. Every single message I mention PEP talk, I mention the various different elements of passion, experience, purpose, and performance. Okay, I know I'm overdoing it now, but whatever. So the whole thing is just to remember that repeating your message, repeating your key message throughout, that is absolutely great. Just get it across and try to keep it to, when you've got your purpose, of course, today was about purpose, and I've given a few stories and a few ideas. Keep it to about 3 subpoints. And that's, it's those subpoints should be really made up of some simple facts and some stories. Not too much. People just get overwhelmed with too many facts. Stories are what make it happen. You've got a key point, give a story behind it, a few facts in that. That's what people will remember. They'll remember the stories. May not remember the facts. So that's the key to what we're looking at today. Just simply think about this. Just get a single powerful message across. One single message. Keep it there. 3 points. That's the structure of your speech. Doesn't matter whether you're speaking for a couple of minutes or 45 minutes. It's still the same basic structure. More time doesn't mean more messages. More times means more time to get people to remember your message. If you give too much, people will just forget it. And you know that. You forget it as well. So I'm just going to write down here a email address, a web address. And we'll pop that up there, peptalk.com. If you go to peptalk.com, I'm just almost finished putting together basically a landing page for the course that I'm running. If you live in the Hull area and you're interested in that, please do come along. I'm going to be putting lots more information onto the website and trying to bring it right up to date. It's got a little bit out of date. There's quite a good blog there with a lot of information, but it's a little bit old. I think it's about a year since I put a blog post in there. I've been very much concentrating on my gender stuff. So I'm building on this at the moment. I'm putting a workshop together, one in October, one in November. All the details are at peptalk.com. Love to see you there if you're interested. I'm going to be reminding you about that all the way through this month because it's actually mid-October. I'm doing some promotion around the East Yorkshire Expo on the 3rd of October. And if you're in the Hull area, I'd look forward to seeing you there at the Willoughby Manor Hotel. But again, Willoughby Grange Hotel. So more details will be coming up that later. But just remember, big important thing, when you're writing a speech, one simple, clear message. Make it the title if you can, but keep focused on that. Keep repeating it in different ways throughout your speech so that people go away and they do remember your message. That has got to be your goal for a speech. Make sure it's remembered and people take action. You achieve that, your speech is a success. Talk to you tomorrow night. Take care.